Are you one of those people who finally gave up sugar, but now you're standing in your kitchen thinking, okay, now what do I actually eat? Because here's the truth most people don't tell you. Removing sugar is only step one. What you replace it with determines whether your body heals or struggles even more. I've seen this again and again with my patients. They cut out sugar, they feel proud, as they should, but then within weeks, they feel tired, irritable, low energy, sometimes even gaining weight. And they ask me, Doctor, I thought quitting sugar would fix everything. Why do I feel worse? Here's what's really going on inside your body. When you remove sugar, you're not just removing calories, you're removing your body's primary quick fuel source. And if you don't replace that fuel correctly, your metabolism enters a kind of confusion state. Your hormones, especially insulin, cortisol, and even your hunger signals, begin to shift. Your liver has to adapt. Your brain has to find a new energy source. So this is not just about quitting sugar. This is about retraining your entire metabolism. And if you do it correctly, this is where the magic happens. Stable energy, faster fat burning, better mental clarity, and long-term metabolic healing. But if you do it wrong, you end up stuck, frustrated, and right back to cravings. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to eat after quitting sugar, using real physiology, simple analogies, and practical steps you can start today. We'll break down what your body actually needs now and how to give it the right signals to burn fat instead of begging for sugar again. Because this is not about restriction. This is about rebuilding your metabolism the right way. And if you're serious about taking control of your health naturally, consider subscribing. I break these complex topics down into simple daily actions you can actually use. 1. You replace sugar, but still crave carbs, and this one surprises my patients the most. Most of my patients tell me, I quit sugar, so my cravings should be gone by now. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Your brain is still dependent on quick glucose spikes, and when sugar is removed, it simply shifts the craving toward refined carbs, like bread, rice, or snacks. Your insulin is still unstable, and your dopamine reward system hasn't reset yet. Think of it like switching from soda to juice. You change the drink, but the sugar signal to your brain is still there. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high glycemic foods can trigger the same reward pathways in the brain as sugar itself. My recommendation for every patient: start your day with protein plus healthy fat, eggs, yogurt, nuts to stabilize insulin early. Your cravings won't fix themselves. Reset them today. 2. You feel tired after quitting sugar, and almost nobody talks about this one. Almost every patient I've seen says, without sugar, I have no energy. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Your body hasn't yet learned to burn fat as fuel. This transition phase, often called metabolic adaptation, temporarily lowers energy as your mitochondria adjust. It's like switching a car from petrol to diesel. The engine needs time to adjust before running smoothly again. According to the National Institutes of Health, metabolic flexibility improves significantly after consistent low sugar intake over several weeks. Add electrolytes plus hydration, salted water, or mineral-rich foods to support energy during this transition. Don't quit here. Your energy comeback starts now. 3. You eat healthy, but still don't lose weight. This confuses almost everyone. Most people tell me, I replace sugar with fruits and smoothies, so I should be losing weight. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Too much natural sugar, even from fruit, still spikes insulin. And insulin is the fat storage hormone. If insulin stays high, fat burning stays off. Think of insulin like a storage manager. As long as he's on duty, nothing leaves the warehouse. Research in the Journal of the American Medical Association shows that high sugar intake, even from natural sources, can impair fat metabolism. Limit fruits to 1-2 servings daily and prioritize whole foods like vegetables and protein. If this is helping you understand your body better, consider subscribing. I break this down daily in simple ways. Healthy doesn't always mean fat burning. Fix it today. 4. Your hunger increased after quitting sugar, and this feels frustrating. Patients often say, I thought quitting sugar would reduce my hunger. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Without balanced meals, your body lacks satiety signals, especially protein and fat, leading to constant hunger and snacking. It's like filling a tank with air instead of fuel. It looks full, but it won't take you anywhere. Studies from the Harvard Medical School show that protein-rich meals significantly reduce hunger hormones like ghrelin. Build every meal around protein first: eggs, chicken, lentils, then add fats and fiber. If you stay hungry, you'll go back to sugar. Fix this now. 5. You feel mentally foggy, and this one worries people. Most patients think, my brain needs sugar to function. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Your brain is transitioning to using ketones instead of glucose. During this switch, temporary brain fog is common, but once adapted, clarity actually improves. It's like switching Wi-Fi networks. There's a brief disconnect before a stronger connection kicks in. Research in Frontiers in Neuroscience shows ketones provide a more stable energy source for the brain than glucose. Support your brain with healthy fats, olive oil, butter, nuts, and consistent sleep. If this is making sense so far, consider subscribing. This is how we rebuild your health step by step. Push through the fog. Clarity is on the other side. 6. You don't know what to eat anymore, and this is where most people fail. Almost every patient tells me, if I remove sugar, there's nothing left to eat. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. You've been conditioned to rely on processed, sugar-driven foods. Real nutrition, protein, fats, fiber, feels unfamiliar, but it's exactly what your metabolism needs. It's like moving from fast food to home cooking. It feels harder at first, but it's how real nourishment works. According to the World Health Organization, reducing sugar intake significantly lowers risk of obesity and metabolic diseases. Follow a simple plate rule: 1 or 2 vegetables, plus 1 to 4 protein, plus 1 to 4 healthy fats. Don't guess your food, structure it today. Let's go deeper, because this is where most people either rebuild their metabolism or unknowingly sabotage it. Here's what's really going on inside your body after you eliminate sugar. Your body is standing at a metabolic crossroads. For years, maybe decades, it has relied on glucose spikes for quick energy. Sugar comes in, insulin rises, energy goes up, then crashes over and over again. Now suddenly, you've removed that fuel. So your body asks a critical question: what do I burn now? If you don't answer that question correctly with your food choices, your body defaults back to cravings, fatigue, and instability. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your body is like a hybrid car. It has 2 fuel systems: sugar, fast but unstable; fat, slow, clean, and long-lasting. Most people have been driving only on the sugar engine. But when you remove sugar, the goal is to switch to the fat engine. The problem? That fat-burning engine hasn't been used in years. It's rusty. So your job now is not just to remove sugar. It's to teach your body how to burn fat efficiently again. And this is where food becomes a signal, not just calories. What the research shows is that when insulin levels drop consistently, your body begins to activate lipolysis, the process of breaking down stored fat for energy. This is the moment your metabolism starts healing. But here's the key. This only happens when you replace sugar with the right combination of foods. Step 1. Prioritize protein. First, every meal should begin with protein. Why? Because protein stabilizes blood sugar, reduces cravings, and sends a strong satiety signal to your brain. Think eggs, chicken, fish, yogurt, lentils. Protein is not just food, it's a metabolic anchor. Step 2, add healthy fats for fuel. Once sugar is gone, fats become your primary energy source. This includes Olive oil, butter or ghee, nuts and seeds. These fats keep your energy stable and help your body transition into fat-burning mode. Step 3. Use vegetables for stability. Vegetables provide fiber, minerals, and slow digestion. They act like a buffer system, preventing spikes and crashes. Focus on leafy greens, cucumbers, broccoli, peppers. Step 4. Control hidden sugars. Even after quitting sugar, many people unknowingly consume it through packaged foods, sauces, healthy snacks. This keeps insulin elevated and blocks fat burning. Now here's something important. According to research from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, diets focused on whole foods, healthy fats, and protein significantly improve metabolic health and reduce insulin resistance. So this is not a trend. This is physiology. And if this breakdown is helping you finally understand what your body needs, consider subscribing. I post daily content designed to simplify complex health topics into real-life actions. The takeaway from this section is simple. Removing sugar creates the opportunity, but replacing it correctly creates the transformation. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes I see after people quit sugar. And this one silently blocks fat loss, even when you think you're doing everything right. Here's the mistake: replacing sugar with low-fat or diet foods. At first, this feels logical. Most of my patients tell me, I removed sugar, and now I'm eating low-fat yogurt, diet snacks, whole grain biscuits, so I should be healthier, right? But here's what's actually happening inside your body. When you remove sugar, but also remove fat, your body is left with no stable fuel source. So what does it do? It turns back to carbohydrates, even the healthy ones, which still spike insulin. And remember this principle: if insulin is high, fat burning is off. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your body is like a house that needs a steady electricity supply. Sugar is like a generator that turns on and off rapidly, causing power surges and outages. Fat, on the other hand, is like a stable power grid, consistent and reliable. Now, if you remove sugar, but don't replace it with fat, it's like cutting off the generator and never connecting to the grid. You're left in the dark, low energy, cravings, and metabolic confusion. This is why many people feel hungry all the time, low energy, constant cravings, and no fat loss, even though they quit sugar. What the research shows is that low-fat, high-carb diets can keep insulin elevated throughout the day, preventing your body from accessing stored fat. In fact, studies published in The Lancet have shown that diets including healthy fats can improve metabolic markers and support weight control more effectively than extreme low-fat approaches. So what should you do instead? Practical fix. Start thinking in terms of balanced fuel, not restriction. At every meal, add a visible source of healthy fat. Pair it with protein. Reduce unnecessary carbohydrates. For example, eggs cooked in butter instead of plain toast. Chicken with olive oil instead of dry salad. Yogurt with nuts instead of flavored low-fat versions. This combination keeps insulin stable and signals your body, we have fuel, you can relax and burn fat. Because your body doesn't burn fat in a state of stress. It burns fat in a state of stability. The key takeaway here is powerful. Quitting sugar is not enough. You must replace it with the right fuel, or your body will stay stuck. Now, let's bring this all together into something practical. Because understanding the science is powerful, but structuring your day correctly is what actually transforms your body. Here's what most people do after quitting sugar. They eat randomly, they snack frequently, they don't follow any rhythm, and then they wonder why their body still feels unstable. Most of my patients tell me, I'm eating healthy, but I'm hungry every few hours. But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Every time you eat, even healthy food, you trigger a small insulin response. If you keep eating all day long, your insulin never fully comes down. And if insulin never comes down, fat burning never turns on. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of insulin like a gate. Every time you eat, the gate closes, storing energy. When you stop eating, the gate slowly opens, allowing fat to be burned. But if you keep snacking, it's like opening and closing that gate all day long. It never stays open long enough to access stored fat. This is why structure matters. According to research from the Cell Metabolism Journal, time-restricted eating patterns can significantly improve insulin sensitivity and metabolic health. So instead of focusing only on what you eat, you also need to control when you eat. Simple daily protocol, easy to follow. Step 1, create eating windows. Start with 3 structured meals, no snacking in between. Give your body time, 4 or 5 hours between meals to lower insulin. Step 2, delay your first meal if possible. If your body allows it, try pushing your first meal slightly later. This extends your natural overnight fast, helping your body tap into fat stores. Even a 12-14-hour fasting window can make a difference. Step 3, build each meal the right way. Every plate should include protein, anchor, healthy fats, fuel, fiber, stability. This combination keeps you full and prevents crashes. Step 4, stop late-night eating. Eating late keeps insulin elevated overnight and blocks one of the most important fat-burning windows, your sleep cycle. If this structure is helping you see your routine differently, consider subscribing. I break these strategies down into simple daily habits you can actually follow. Here's the key takeaway from this section. It's not just about removing sugar, it's about creating a rhythm your metabolism can trust. Because when your body feels predictable patterns, it stops craving chaos. And that's when fat burning becomes effortless. Now let's talk about the piece that almost nobody focuses on, and yet it quietly determines whether you succeed long-term or fall right back into sugar. That piece is your brain chemistry. Because quitting sugar is not just a physical change, it's a neurological one. Most of my patients tell me, "Doctor, I understand what to eat, but I still crave sugar at night." But here's what's actually happening inside your body. Sugar doesn't just affect insulin, it strongly stimulates dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. Over time, your brain becomes conditioned to expect that reward. After meals, during stress, late at night. So when you remove sugar, it's not just your body missing fuel, your brain is missing stimulation. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your brain like a playlist that's been stuck on one song, sugar. You've played it thousands of times. Now suddenly, you turn it off. At first, everything feels quiet, even uncomfortable. But over time, if you introduce new songs, new habits, new rewards, your brain rewires. This is called neuroadaptation. And what the research shows is that repeated exposure to high sugar foods can alter dopamine signaling in ways similar to addictive behaviors. Studies referenced by the National Institute on Drug Abuse highlight how reward pathways adapt to repeated stimulation and require time to reset. So the question becomes, what do you replace sugar with? Mentally? Practical rewiring strategy. Step 1, replace the ritual, not just the food. If you crave sugar at night, don't just remove dessert, replace the routine. Herbal tea, a short walk, a relaxing activity. Step 2, manage stress intentionally. Stress increases cortisol, and cortisol drives sugar cravings. Simple tools: deep breathing, 2 to 5 minutes, light movement, stepping away from screens. Step 3, improve sleep quality. Poor sleep disrupts hunger hormones and increases cravings the next day. Even one bad night can increase sugar desire significantly. Step 4, be patient with the process. Your brain needs time to reset. Cravings don't mean failure. They mean your system is recalibrating. If this deeper understanding is helping you stay consistent, consider subscribing, because this is where real transformation happens, not just surface-level advice. The key takeaway here is powerful. If you don't retrain your brain, or your body will eventually return to sugar. But if you do, you don't just quit sugar. You lose the desire for it completely. Now that your foundation is strong, let's talk about how to accelerate your results safely, using strategies that enhance what your body is already trying to do. Because once sugar is removed and your meals are structured correctly, your body is already moving toward fat burning. Now we simply amplify the signal. Most of my patients ask me, "Doctor, what can I do to speed this up without harming my body?" Here's what's actually happening inside your body. When insulin stays low for longer periods, your body increases. Fat oxidation, mitochondrial efficiency, hormonal balance. So the goal is simple. Extend the time your body stays in this low insulin, fat-burning state. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of fat burning like a fire. Every time you eat, you temporarily reduce that fire. But when you give your body longer breaks between meals, the fire grows stronger and more efficient. So instead of constantly restarting it, you're letting it build momentum. According to research published in the New England Journal of Medicine, intermittent fasting can improve metabolic switching and enhance fat utilization. Advanced protocols, simple but powerful. 1. Intermittent fasting. Start gradually. Begin with a 12-hour fasting window, then slowly move toward 14 to 16 hours if comfortable. This allows insulin to drop low enough for fat burning to activate consistently. 2. Walk after meals. A simple 10-15-minute walk after meals helps. Lower blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, reduce fat storage. This is one of the most underrated tools. 3. Use strategic caffeine if suitable. Black coffee or green tea can. Support fat burning, improve mental clarity, reduce appetite, but avoid adding sugar or artificial sweeteners. 4. Support with key nutrients. Some nutrients help your body adapt faster. Magnesium supports energy and sleep. Sodium, potassium, electrolyte balance. Omega-3 fats reduce inflammation. 5. Strength training, 2 to 3 times per week. Muscle acts like a glucose sink. It helps absorb excess sugar and improves insulin sensitivity. Even basic bodyweight exercises can make a big difference. If this is helping you take your results to the next level, consider subscribing. I share simple, science-based strategies like this every day. Here's the key takeaway from this section. You don't need extreme methods. You need consistent signals that tell your body, burn fat, not sugar. Because once your metabolism understands that message, it starts working with you, not against you. Now, let's bring everything together. Because the real goal here is not just to quit sugar for a few weeks, it's to build a system you can follow for life. Most people don't fail because they lack knowledge. They fail because their plan is too strict, too complicated, or not realistic. Most of my patients tell me, "I did great for a few weeks, and then life happened." But here's what's actually happening inside your body. When your approach is extreme, cutting everything, restricting too hard, your body perceives it as stress. Stress increases cortisol, and cortisol brings back cravings, especially for sugar. So the solution is not perfection. The solution is consistency with flexibility. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your metabolism like a tree. If you water it consistently, even in small amounts, it grows strong over time. But if you flood it one week and ignore it the next, it struggles to survive. Your habits work the same way. Long-term sustainability framework. 1. Follow the 80-20 principle. Eat clean, structured meals 80% of the time and allow controlled flexibility 20% of the time. This prevents burnout and keeps your brain from feeling deprived. 2. Create default meals. Have 2 to 3 go-to meals you can rely on daily. This removes decision fatigue and keeps your routine stable. Examples: eggs plus vegetables plus butter, chicken plus salad plus olive oil, yogurt plus nuts. 3. Plan for real-life situations. Instead of reacting to events, prepare for them. Before going out or attending gatherings, Eat a protein-rich meal. Stay hydrated. Decide in advance what you'll eat. 4. Don't panic after slip-ups. This is critical. One mistake does not reset your progress. What matters is how quickly you return to your structure. 5. Track how you feel, not just weight. Pay attention to energy levels, hunger control, mental clarity, sleep quality. These are real signs your metabolism is healing. According to insights from the Mayo Clinic, sustainable dietary patterns are far more effective long-term than extreme short-term interventions. The truth is simple. This is not a diet. This is a metabolic lifestyle. And when you approach it that way, you stop chasing results and start building a system that naturally produces them. So let's bring this all together. You gave up sugar, and that's a powerful first step. But now you understand something most people never realize. Removing sugar is not the transformation. What you replace it with is. Here's what we've uncovered today. Your body isn't broken. It's simply adapting to a new fuel system. Cravings, fatigue, and brain fog are not failures. They're part of the transition. Insulin control is the key that determines whether you store fat or burn it. Protein, healthy fats, and structured meals are your new foundation. Timing your meals is just as important as what you eat. And most importantly, your brain needs to be retrained, not just your diet. Here's what's really going on inside your body. When you remove sugar and replace it correctly, your system shifts from chaos to stability. Your energy becomes consistent, your hunger becomes predictable, your metabolism becomes efficient. And over time, your body stops asking for sugar altogether. That's when real freedom begins. Not willpower, not restriction, freedom. So here's your challenge. Don't try to do everything at once. Just pick one change from today's video. Structure your meals. Add protein to your breakfast. Remove hidden sugars, or create a simple eating window, and then track how your body responds, because your body is always giving you feedback. You just need to start listening. If this video helped you understand your health at a deeper level, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, because this channel is built for people who are serious about fixing the root cause, not just masking the symptoms. And if you stay consistent, you won't just quit sugar. You'll rebuild your metabolism for life.